in '78, there was no such thing as this. The New York tent took care of everything with an annual banquet, and somehow we went to a night looking at films, and I had an idea. I said, why don't we contact different tents, and we could have a whole world gathered. And a guy named Chuck Huck said, Alan, why don't you check into that? And this is the result. So we're very happy with how it all worked out.
At that same convention, there was a grand council meeting, and a whole lot of stuff was discussed. And then they said, we ought to do this again. Any takers? And everybody sat on their hands. And then Satterfield looked at me and said, do that, we can have a parade, we can have a fight, we can do all kinds of stuff. And I said, are you crazy? And he said, yeah. So I said, okay, I have to. So that's how it came about. There was no presentation, no anything. They said, anybody want to do it? He said, yeah.
1982, we were Oasis number 2, we still on it. And we just felt it was our duty to go ahead and continue on the tradition that was started in Chicago and LA.
Well, 84, the convention moved to England, and it began in London, organised by Rob Lewis and the Helpmates tent. A lot of things happened around the London area, like the Romney, Hyman, Dymchurch Railway, all that sort of thing. Then we got on buses and went to Alderston, and the Alderston end was organised by the wonderful Bill Cuban. And we had roving Americans there, and I was reading in the history of the conventions that all the Americans arrived in Alderston and wanted to cash their travel checks, and the bank ran out of money and had to close. Isn't that typical American life?
This is where we brought the parades in Valley Forge with the Mike cuts out. People don't want to hear me. But this is where we had the. This is where we had the biggest promotion banquet, and we all remember when we brought together Felix Knight, Virginia Farn, Henry Russell. And this is one of the best banquets we ever had.
Shorten the mic.
I think that the fact that we brought together the Brits and the Americans, and we solved that problem finally. Thank you.
St. Paul and the Piano Smashers, 88.
Clearwater, Florida.
Accepting for Las Vegas. Who's not here? 1994, the 9th, New York, where it all began.
Hi, I'm Lee McBee. You've never seen me without my beard before, so that's why you don't recognize me. But I was on the cruise. We ship hiked all the way to Mexico. 96.
I'm representing John Allen from the Birmingham tent, who hosted the convention in 1998. And in Birmingham, they all talk like that. It was my very first ever convention. I sat around the table and I looked, so I thought, they're from Belgium, he's from Germany, he's from the Netherlands, they're from America. And I thought, isn't this a wonderful organisation? And the Saps at Sea were born later that year, and my life has gone downhill ever since.
So my first convention was Clearwater, and in going home on the plane back in those times when we had more space
these seats. I basically wrote copious notes about what worked, what may not have worked as well, what we could do in the future, and for the next number of conventions, I did the same thing, just making so many notes. And so we are CTAC 2000 in Seattle, Tacoma. We basically had all the sets and stuff. I was between jobs at the time. I had just become a stagehand, and my wife was on the road with Miss Saigon. So I basically spent 21 hours a day in my garage building all those sets and stuff, and I had a great time. So it's my first time back in 18 years to a convention, and it's nice to see so many great faces.
Columbus, Ohio, 2004. Mark Turner and I came back from the 2002 convention in Nashville, and so we got it, so we're going to have to do it, and we did. So, thank you.
Then the fellows from Harlem, Georgia, and ladies came to Columbus, Ohio, and presented a program and talked about the Oliver Hardy Festival. And it was a week-long fun in Augusta, Georgia, and Harlem, and other places of interest about Oliver Hardy.
2008, I was happy to organize the convention, and thanks for that.
Sacramento was asked to bring the convention back to California, and so we did. 2010. Thank you.
In 1974, when Cliff and I were married, my wedding gift to him was a pair of Laurel and Hardy statues. Big mistake. 2012, Manchester, New Hampshire.
2014, this was the 45 minutes from Hollywood, Kent, and we were called that particular convention Laurel and Hardy Wood.
Proud to represent the organisers of 2016 Alderson, England. We had a wonderful time. All I can say is, crikey. 2018 Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. What am I writing now? I maybe changed my mind.
2020, hopefully everybody here will be in New England, Providence, Rhode Island. Good luck.
Just one more joke, please.
I know you've been waiting for this. This is actually a Sons of the Desert joke. Okay, there was a group of us who were playing poker one night, and all of a sudden, poor Gino Nicola lost $650 in one hand. Grabbed his chest, went right down to the ground, and passed. Like true sons, we all stood up, had a drink for him, sat back down and finished the poker game. Afterwards, we said, well, somebody's going to go tell his lovely wife, Cheryl. So I volunteered because she just loves and adores me. So I went to her house and knocked on the door, and she came out and spoke to me like she always does. What do you want? So I had the pleasure of saying, well, poor Gino just lost $650 in a poker game, and he's afraid to come home. So in her lovely, sweet voice to me, she says, you tell him to drop dead. So I said, okay, I'll go back and tell him. Sons of the Desert.